Lagos. All right, you're welcome to the program once again. This is City Standard Michael Adekunle. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning, the 24th of September 2025. I will say good morning to all our viewers, all our esteemed viewers all over the world. We appreciate your consistency on the platform. I will say thank you to all of you. And in the comment section, the viewers that on daily basis, comment or drop your comments there. We say thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, the 24th of September, what do we have on ground? What do we have on our dailies? The Vanguard newspaper this morning, 14 banks fully meet new capital requirements, says the Central Bank of Nigeria, that's CBN. 14 banks fully meet new capital requirements, says CBN. We'll move on to another one. Tinubu Atiku in first battle for Buhari's northern bloc. Tinubu Atiku in first battle for Buhari's northern bloc. Davido becomes Grammy voting member for 2026 awards. I'll move down to insecurity on page 5 of the Vanguard newspaper. Nursing mom abducted, 3 soldiers jailed for selling arms to terrorists. On to the next one, Natasha Akpoti Uduagon storms Senate office, resumes duties. Natasha has resumed duties. That is what we have on our papers this morning. You can go to page 8 of the Vanguard newspaper to see this. All right, Tinubu 6 reform of global financial architecture. This is on page 9. I'll move to page 12. The real cooker list ethnicity, others as impediment to federalism that's in the country. First Bank set to launch financial services for blind physical challenged customers. And the last story on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper, PFN to government, fix economy, end corruption, empower citizens. Now to the comment section. I'm sure our esteemed viewers are commenting as I speak. I need to say hi to each and every one of them in the comment section this morning. Thank you for joining us, and to my respondents at the stand this morning, I say good morning to you. I appreciate your presence today. Thank you for joining us on the platform. All right, like I said, let me move to the comment section. Okay, Vinko Mike, good morning to you. Welcome to the program. I appreciate your presence this morning. Thank you so much for joining us. I have Gladys Uyabo here, all the way from the United States of America. We say good morning to you, Gladys. You're welcome to the program, all the way from Madrid. King Bona is here. You're welcome to the program. Please, if you're watching us right now, kindly subscribe to the channel. Kindly subscribe to the channel. If you're one of our esteemed viewers on the platform, subscribe to the channel. Also, drop your comments in the comment section. It's important for you to like the program. It goes a long way. It goes a long way. Like somebody in Egypt was telling me yesterday. He said I should try as much as possible to tell people to like the program. It goes a long way. Please let us do that. Let's like the program. Let people know what is going on here. All right, we have Gowon Abdul. Gowon Abdul, good morning to you, all the way from Asovila. Say good morning. Thank you for joining us. Williams Okameme, all the way from United Kingdom. Say good morning. The Palace of the Palace, Kingari. I say good morning to you, Kingari. How is the Palace? Hope everything is going on smoothly in the Palace. All right, welcome. Also, the Big Fish, Big T Prince, all the way from UK. You're welcome to the program. Oluwashino, Craig, good morning to you. Where is Akim Bada Adeshino? It's been a while. Akim Bada Adeshino, all the way from Finland. That's the man who tells people to like, share, and comment every day. But for some time now, I've not been seeing Akim Bada Adeshino. I think I will chat him after the program. Akim, anywhere you are watching us from, we love you, we appreciate you, and we respect your consistency and your opinions on the platform. All right, to Oli, yeah, Mr. Oli in the United States of America, we say good morning. You're welcome to the program. To Olayinka Cole, thank you, thank you for always keeping in touch. To Enoma Osade, Mr. Ben Osade in Germany, we say good morning to you. We appreciate your consistency. We appreciate your support. And to Mr. Adeshina Abdul, who blessed us, some of our viewers on the platform yesterday. That's the man that sent 100,000 naira on Monday, yeah, which I confirmed yesterday. I have done the needful. I have shared the money according to your instructions. So it has been shared, it has been dispersed, and we are right here to give thanks to you, to appreciate your benevolence on the platform. Thank you so much, Mr. Additional. All right, gentlemen, Mike, we need to appreciate Mr. Additional.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Additional, for the cash gifts. Thank you. May God continue to bless you. Thank you so much.
Mr. Additional, my brother, my friend, I say thank you. God bless you. May God of heaven continue to let everything you lay your hands upon to be flourish. You will never lack. Thank you for remembering me. Thank you very much.
Mr. Additional from London.
Mr. Additional, so much appreciate your gesture. Thank you. God bless you.
All right, thank you. Okay, you want to appreciate you?
Good morning, Mr. Additional. God bless you. We appreciate you for your gift. God bless you more and more. Thank you.
All right, we have diverse stories on the program this morning to be discussed, starting from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. His health is currently deteriorating, and the Indigenous People of Biafra has warned Mr. President, that's Bola Tinubu, to be very, very careful. Be careful and do the needful. If anything happens to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, there will be crisis in Nigeria. This is a warning coming from the Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB. IPOB has also warned the DSS, please do the needful. Nnamdi Kanu must not die in your custody. We shall be looking at it this morning. Why is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu still in DSS custody? Why is he still in DSS custody? And of course, I said it earlier on that Natasha Akpoti Dragon has resumed duty. I'm sure our reviewers will be reacting to this development this morning. How would Akpabio feel about the resumption of Natasha? Also to President Bola Tinubu, ADC, that's the African Democratic Congress, has lambasted him and said that he won't stay beyond 2027. The president has no reason to stay beyond 2027. He has made Nigerians hungrier and angrier. Hungrier, that's hunger, and angrier. So you have no reason to stay beyond 2027. The president has goofed, right? The president goofed. Who said the president goofed?
I mean, the article.
Yeah, I said ADC. You said the president goofed.
Yeah, I said the article.
Article ADC, or the coalition. Okay, I thought you said the president goofed.
No.
He will never say that. I know you. All right. All right. Thank you so much. All right, to Mrs. Tina this morning, who blessed one of our reviewers on the platform. I say thank you so much. And who is the reviewer? Is he here? Please, can you come closer a bit? Okay, we are the first set of people. All right. Who is the person? The person around? All right. Minister has blessed someone with the sum of 100,000 naira this morning, and I'm not sure the person is here with us. The person should be watching the program. I'm sure he should be here very, very soon. All right, Femi, you have been blessed with the sum of 100,000 naira.
My guy, don't kill me. Yeah, going back. Mrs. Tina, I don't know. Mommy, thank you very much. May God continue to bless you. You will never lack. Thank you for remembering me. God will remember. He has will remember you, and he will still remember you for a good thing. Thank you very much. I really appreciate. Thank you very much, ma'am.
All right, that's Mrs. Tina for you. We're discussing at night. That was around. Should I say morning? I don't like morning. middle of the night.
Yeah.
1, 2 a.m. to 3.
Hey.
And she sent that money to me.
The Lord is your strength, Michael.
All right, we appreciate her. Thank you so much for your daily support on the program, Mrs. Tina. All right, to Udeze Chima, the chief, is here with us this morning at this time, and we appreciate your presence, Chief Udeze Chima. P-Man is also here. We say good morning to you, P-Man. Please like, subscribe, and share. I don't want to ignore the advice of Mr. Kehinde Adawa. He's watching us from Egypt. Yeah, advised me yesterday, to keep telling people to like. It goes a long way. I beg. Like, comment, like.
I beg, we beg. Please, and share as well. Yeah. It's very, very important. Yeah. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Also, Sofa Biodun is here. So good morning to you, Sofa Biodun. Mr. Rich T, you're welcome to the program. Pascal Nkwomeri, you're welcome to the program. Isn't what Liverpool, Henry Okoro, where are you guys? Also, in Spain, Mr. Osaze, so good morning. Also, where have you been? Okay, sorry, I think it was here 2 days ago or so. Also, you're welcome to the program. We appreciate all of you. We can greet everybody. Raf Olu in the United Kingdom, we appreciate your consistency. Mookie, great.
Thank you, sir.
The Mookie, the great one himself.
Yes.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
And Jacob Adedeji,
the father himself. All right. Okay, is it what I said? Liverpool, you're welcome to the program. All right, let's quickly go to what we have this morning. Let's start with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The warning came from the Indigenous People of Biafra, that's Ipob, to the incumbent president of the country, as well as DSS, to do the needful on the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Is not currently okay, and he needs medical attention. But if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu dies in DSS custody, what will happen? What do you think will happen to this great country, Nigeria?
It's going to be a very disastrous thing for this country.
So there will be catastrophe if he dies there.
The Southeast.
We don't pray he dies.
I don't pray he died. It's the last thing anybody can wish for, because it's going to give Southeast. I mean, the people that want to disturb peace in Southeast again, we will give them, now they will have good cause to rise up again. And it's very, very unfortunate if Nnamdi Kanu die in that process, because justice delay is a justice denied, Mr. Michael. This man has been there since 2021. Everybody can witness what happened in Finland. A trial, and that's the end of everything. Even if Nnamdi Kanu is guilty, let him know, sentence him. I'm not saying Nnamdi Kanu is, I'm not agree with anybody that Nnamdi Kanu is innocent until court proves so. I'm not subscribed to, but even if he's guilty, let him know his fate. Instead of all this abracadabra, postponing, withdraw the case, I done the case. I don't know what it takes federal government to jail somebody. It's very, very unfortunate. Let me tell you, people like darkness more than light, and one of the reasons this country may remain stranded like this, because if there is justice, they will be exposed. But they prefer there will be no justice. There will be no justice. There will be no light. There will be no good electoral system. Everything will just be a mediocrity, and it will give them chance to perpetrate their evil. Very, very unfortunate. This man has been in. He said, "Okay, take me to prison. I want to even go to prison." You kept him in that place. Keeping him in that place is so that this country is not working, and it's part of dictatorial tendency that people are talking about. Charge this man, charge him to court, let him have a speedy, trial. If you want to jail him. For anybody, let me tell you, is there any politician? Our politicians, they deserve to be in DSS custody. Yes, some of our politicians, they are the ones that are supposed to be, the corrupt one, supposed to be treated like worse more than Nnamdi Kanu. Some of them are worse than terrorists. Some of these are terrorists. Yes, what's the meaning of terrorists? When you terrorize people, when you collect terrorists, they collect your money, they kidnap you. Then our politicians, they are not different from them. When we want to do election, you know how many lives lost? They buy gun for the non-state actor. They disturb our peace. They divide us along our ethnic tribe. They are worse than terrorists. If Nnamdi Kanu is a terrorist, then some of our politicians, they are worse than that. And I've not seen any politician being kept perpetually in a DSS cell without trial. Some of our politicians, they are worse. They are worse. Very, very unfortunate. So I don't pray for Nnamdi Kanu to die in that place, and I pray for a quick, a speedy, even in that place. And you know, at a particular time, the man was complaining of denying him access to his medical personnel. It's not welcoming at all.
Is Nigerian government ready to face the consequences if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu dies in the custody of DSS?
I think it will not get to that, and I think they are working on it. But one thing I will say is the non-state actors should stay off from this release of Nnamdi Kanu, because they are the ones that pushed him to where he is today. And we always tell them, when the state actors, non-state actors are just praising you, look at your back. Look at your back. Whether when the bubble bursts, when the bubbles happens to burst now, will they be there with you? And that is what is happening. And they should stay away from Nnamdi Kanu as it is now. I think Atoeze is on top of the issues with the president, and they will release him. For those threats, those IPOB or what that they call it themselves, what those threats that they are threatening cannot help the Nnamdi Kanu to be released as it is now. So they should, put off their threat and let the citizen, senior citizen in that state, come into being and make, their knowledge, bring their knowledge on the table for Nnamdi Kanu to be released. And I can tell you what, that was the difference between Igboho and Nnamdi Kanu, issues. Igboho too was about to be extradited from from Benin, and it was the elders of the Yorubas, the Professor Banji Akintoye, the Professor Falolu, who happens to be a professor of history in Benin Republic University. They come into the issues and they make sure they settle everything amicably. Same thing supposed to go with Nnamdi Kanu. And I cannot say that Nnamdi Kanu did not groove likewise. He committed some atrocity which was some loud, but in our place, one taba fọwọ́ ọ̀tún gbọ́mọwí, àbí taba fọwọ́ sí gbọ́mọwí, àfọwọ́ ọ̀tún fà padà. And that is like a big, parable that you can tell somebody that okay, he has done some he has a case likewise. I can say, but that case they should just soften issues with him, because what Nnamdi Kanu is doing now, right? What he did, majority of the northern terrorists, they've done more than that. And there's somebody is thinking of giving them amnesty. I think they should look into Nnamdi Kanu case and just join back to the to the podium and let him know that go home and sin no more.
All right, let me take this report by the Indigenous People of Biafra. Ipob wants to know DSS over Kanu's deteriorating health. The Indigenous People of Biafra, Ipob, has warned President Bola Tinubu and the Department of State Services, DSS, that Nigeria is toying with catastrophe if anything happens to its leader, Nnamdi Kanu. Ipob warned that Nigeria will see the kind of crisis it has never seen before if Kanu's health worsens further and is not attended to in custody.
Stop that! Stop that! You don't threaten a nation. Stop that! Anybody that is saying that, they should stop that. Are they helping Nnamdi Kanu? Are they helping him?
Ipob should stop that.
They should stop that. They should stop that nonsense. That is what led Nnamdi Kanu to be in prison up till now. They will just start, the non-state actors, they will come and start dishing out unreasonable the issues. You see, even as you are threatening the president, you are threatening the DSS, you are even comparting more problem onto Nnamdi Kanu. The truth has to be told. Nnamdi Kanu definitely is deserved to be released, because he has not even done half of what all these charlatans, all these terrorists.
Are you threatening IPOB?
They should stop that. They cannot terrorize they cannot threaten the whole nation. That's what I'm saying. That's threatening. That is threatening to the nation. And I'm telling you, the process is on already. The young guy needs to be released because he has not done half of what these Fulani terrorists are doing in Nigeria, and somebody is coming out to say they should give them amnesty. So the same amnesty, who deserve the amnesty? The terrorist doesn't deserve amnesty. Nnamdi Kanu deserve amnesty. So they should give that Nnamdi Kanu amnesty instead of the terrorists. And that is why I don't like what's it called, one side, one side favorism, which is happening to our brothers in the south, what's it called, the north area. That all those guys, they've killed a lot. They've killed soldiers, they've killed everybody down, and they still want to give them amnesty, and which they don't deserve. So to me, this guy is sick now. Take him out of that Kuje prison or anywhere he is. I learned this with the DSS now. Let them take him out and let him go for treatment, and say bye to the issues that brought him in there. And I can tell you heartedly, the lives of the elders of the southwest and southeast, they are on top of the game as it is, because they are on. But the problem now is the non-state actors that were pushing him down. Where are they today? Leave the battle for the leaders. Leave the correction for the leaders to correct where the abnormality came from. So you will see the speedy way the leaders of the southeast will be able to attend to.
Is that message really a threat?
It depends on how they hear that, but to me, it's not a threat. It's a warning. When you yourself, it is unnecessary ego that makes some warning to be sound like a threat. It is obvious, and I'm very sure that if Nnamdi Kanu die in DSS cell, I know that there will be uprising in the southeast.
Are you sure there will be uprising?
Yeah, that one is sure.
Finnish government jail,
that is jail now.
Nothing.
Jail and death is different thing. And he was jailed for 6 years. He's going to go out of it. But if Nnamdi Kanu die in that DSS cell, we federal government say what they are doing is good. That you delay somebody justice, you deny somebody justice for almost 5 years, and he died in that cell. You yourself, no, I usually say this thing: before you cut a tree in the bush, try it on yourself first. If I also belong to Southeast, I can subscribe to that kind of a warning that you will give the non-state. You know that non-state actor also involved in perpetrating evil in the name of Ipob. In the southeast, that's the truth. Even government perpetrates evil and they blame it on Ipob in the southeast. So when somebody like that die, then you have given them a genuine reason to foment trouble.
Will ever fall.
Effort will not fall. Mr. Michael, I'm coming. I'm coming. Killed him there. Mr. Michael, this is, let me talk. You are done now.
Continue.
Peace is cheaper than what?
Only I will suspend you on the program.
Oh, you suspend me?
I will suspend you. Just take it easy.
How many days?
I will suspend you. Just take. I've told you to take it easy. Take it easy.
Peace is better. Is cheaper than war. As peace is gradually returning to the southeast now, I think the economic activities of southeast is getting reviving. This time around, sit at home is no longer order of the day, and I think I'm happy with that one. So there is no way death of Nnamdi Kanu will not cause another crisis. Though effort will not fall, but we know how many police died during the crisis in the southeast, and it is the victim of the family. I mean, the deceased of the victim. They are the one that can able to come out and tell us what they witnessed, how many police stations are burned, how many innocent in Nigeria soldiers killed. At this moment, as peace is, try to gradually return to that place. It's better. It remain there. Heaven will not fall.
I asked you a question: if heaven will fall, if Kanu dies in DSS custody, and I cited an example of Sunday Igboho that was attacked in his house. Will heaven fall?
Heaven did not fall. Even the treatment they gave to Sunday Igboho, I don't even think Nnamdi Kanu have it. They chain him, chain his leg together, chain his arms, and they bundled him as a criminal in Benin Republic. And there was Malami, one of the what's it called? One of the chief of army staff that was waiting with an aircraft to ship him down to Nigeria here. And I can see when people are talking even with all those threats cannot release Nnamdi Kanu from the government, coffers. And I can tell you, these are the problems that they created for him. The Nnamdi Kanu
created the problem for him.
The IPOB, I have to say, the IPOB.
By agitating?
Not by agitating.
By
there was a bit of threat in, there was a bit of threat in what they should be listening to is the word of an elder. A word of an elder is a word of wisdom. No matter how your leaders in that southeast are not really grateful or are not really productive to them, but their leader is their leader. That is one thing that is working for a Yoruba land. Ọmọlúwàbí gbọ́dọ̀ gbọ́rọ̀ sí àgbàlagbà lẹ́nu. If you don't know that, you take it into cognizance. Ọmọlúwàbí gbọ́dọ̀ gbọ́rọ̀ sí àgbàlagbà lẹ́nu. That means a child has to listen to the word of wisdom from an elder.
But did Sunday Igboho listen to the advice of the Yoruba kings?
Bandi
When he was advised, did he listen to
yeah. If you are
at some point, Sunday Igboho was attacking the Yoruba kings. He was,
he had to.
I mean, verbally attacking them.
He had to.
Was abusing them.
He had to.
So would you call that a trait of Omoluabi?
The Sunday Igboho case, right? He has been warning them, and he single-handedly fought a fight, Yoruba fight. Yoruba that has been diminished by the Fulanis. He purposely took the fight up, and he went all around to let them know, and he has some backing of Professor Banji Akintoye, but he should not have been going through the system of harms. You know, they found some harms in his house. Whether they planted it, only God knows. But what led to the Sunday Igboho hunger was the professor that came from Germany that used all his resources that he had. He brought it to Nigeria to come and invest in farming, and the Fulani encroached his farm, and they killed him. They destroyed the farm, and I mean, who with that?
This the qualities of Omoluabi. Will you show examples?
That Omoluabi of Igboho is limited. You don't have this unlimited Omoluabi, and in every area, there is no way you will not find somebody like Sunday Igboho. Sunday Igboho is a warrior from onset. Before I even came to Lagos, I've been hearing Sunday Igboho very long time ago. He participated in Ife Modakeke War, so he has always been a warrior. So warrior has limit of Omoluabism. When we are talking of Omoluabi in a war, it has limit, and the spirit of that war is in Sunday Igboho. But to some extent, he's a guy that he follow Yoruba culture to some extent, because when you listen to some of his words, sometimes you will know that even well-nurtured Yoruba, Omoluabi don't stand the way he stand. But everybody with his own nature, like my daddy used to say that Sekere so for Pano Jago so for Bamu, is part of where all those things started from, the radicalism. So there is no way he will not have limit to his own Omoluabism. So when we talk about the case of Sunday Igboho escaped, and also the kind of approach they gave Sunday Igboho, Nnamdi Kanu has suffered it before Sunday Igboho, and the number of casualties in the house of Nnamdi Kanu is more than what we saw at Sunday Igboho's house. Many people were killed. People were also killed at Sunday Igboho's house. If they see Sunday Igboho that day, also they will kill him. Heaven will not fall, but there will be crisis, and it is that crisis I pray we don't want to witness again. So instead of go into unnecessary crisis, why not do the needful? What is there to get justice in this country? Other country has done it now. We have seen. Okay, in Kenya, it has been declared in Kenya that extraditing Nnamdi Kanu, back to Nigeria was illegal. That the man was kidnapped. Simple. Kenya here, an African country. The same case we have seen the speedy judgment in Finland against Simon Ekpa. Within 1 month that they started the original trial of Simon Ekpa, we saw the end of the case. What is wrong with Nigeria? That everything we have to drag and manipulate and sit down and rise up and mess up everything. Tell me, if I don't know, recently, tell me any of non-state actor or somebody of this that this man committed a treason felony. That this guy committed a treason felony and they are able to, this man has been arrested for treason felony. What's the end of the case? When he was shouting revolution and revolution and revolution. This the same Sunday, Nnamdi Kanu had been charged for tracing felony before. They couldn't see the end of the case. Now they want to target terrorists now, and up to like 5 years now, they have not been able to see the end of the case. Why is it so difficult for federal government to come into a logical conclusion whenever any case happens? It's very, very unfortunate.
All right, so the comment section of the Chima says many elders of the Igbo land, both dead and alive, have pleaded for Kanu's release. Buhari and Tinubu bluntly refused. Why have they refused to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu?
It wasn't Tinubu that arrested Nnamdi Kanu. Okay. Get it right. Okay. And again, what Mr. President is doing now is want to go through the system that will be able to make Nnamdi Kanu released, because the law, the case the Buhari fight against Nnamdi Kanu, they have to, they have to take it back to court and get him released in a normal way. And I can tell you heartily, that man deserves to be released. That Nnamdi Kanu deserves to be released, because I could see the efforts of the states, of the the citizen, senior citizen. I'm talking of one of these guys in the National Assembly. This guy was the one that stand for bail for Nnamdi Kanu, and he stood for bail for Nnamdi Kanu. And Abaribe, thank you very much. Abaribe was there for Nnamdi Kanu. Say, okay, anything that will cost me, he dropped a bail of 100 million. That okay, Nnamdi Kanu will be released. And once you get released, don't let crowds come around you. Don't let crowd come around you much, and let people know that let you have peace. Just try and have peace. Don't, as according to the court judgment, that they don't want to see crowd more than 2 or 3 around Nnamdi Kanu. And this guy dropped his bail bond for them, which is 100 million, and he even regretted that he dropped that bail later, because that money was not given back to him, in which I think, right? And something happened like that too to one of Malami, or what's it called, the guy that went on with the civil servants money, in which one of these not central people, not northern people, to stood for. That one was sent to jail, because when you stood shorty for someone and the person betrayed you, you will be there to be punished if you don't see the guy. So that was what happened between Abaribe and Abaribe. Give it to Abaribe. Give it to him. When you're talking of a loyal Southeast citizen, give it to Abaribe. And I so much love that guy. And he's always he's only the person that will stand up in Alo chamber to contest go against the agenda of the South side, not all other our senator. They will just be sleeping. I always watch the Hello Chamber, what's it called? I see that Abaribe is the most vocal in that chamber. And give it to him. He tried a lot for Nnamdi Kanu, but his best is not enough for him to be released as it is. But it's going to be political problem, political solution as it is now. They should be rest assured that Nnamdi Kanu will come out from the.
All right, away from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's issue, we now move to the African Democratic Congress, what the party or the coalition told President Bola Tinubu. The party has said Tinubu will not go beyond 2027. That he has impoverished the country, the citizens, Nigerians, and now Hungria under the watch of President Bola Tinubu. Is it true about President Bola Tinubu's administration?
It's a fallacy. It's a lie, big lie. with former deputy president or vice president Atiku, right? Where are these terrorists that are encroaching our farmland? Do you know what caused this hunger? The first of all is an agenda. The first of all came, okay, how can we pin these people down for them to be hunger? Let's destroy all their farmlands. They went to Osun, they destroyed farm. They went to Ibarapa in Ibadan, they destroyed farm. They went all around southwest, they destroyed farm. And they went to east, likewise, they destroyed farms, likewise. And funniest thing, these people are having protections. These people are having protections. The last thing you will hear is let's eradicate them, radicalize them, and bring them into what's it called? You could see what happened then. But a lot of Nigerians, politicians, they just want to turn that into proud to Mr. President coming to that seat. There has been an agenda, and that agenda is what they carry out, and that is why you see till today, ordinary tomato. We cannot plant tomato. The tomato that you are eating comes from the nuts. The meat you are eating comes from the nuts. What else you can talk of that is not coming from the nuts? And you are saying you will not be hungry? That hunger will multiply. If you say you're not going to be hungry, you're not going to be hungry. That hunger, I'm facing it. Yes.
Aren't you looking at inflation, subsidy removal, some of the policies of President Bola Tinubu as reasons for the hunger we're facing?
You see, it's an adage. Somebody to leshe, somebody ready to daleru.
So who daleru, who to leshe?
Now that some of our, you know them, you know.
Which administration?
The administration of Buhari. The
APC government.
No, I can't call that a APC government.
8 years of work.
8 years. I can't
under
call
APC, right?
Under APC. But the president, you know, he left them to operate.
He was watching, right?
He was watching, and he can dare not even engage Buhari as a
But he supported him.
He had to support Buhari. You know why? I always tell people.
As the chairman of the party.
Yeah,
sorry, national leader.
If Buhari did not come to that seat, Nigeria would have been set on fire. Let me tell you, because he has been contested all days, all night, and the other president, past president, the likes of Babangida, the likes of former President Obasanjo, they don't want him to come because they knew who he is. Buhari will jail. He will jail anybody jailable. And what happened? They were, blocking him from contesting. And Tinubu now says, okay, today your cry is over. I will make you a president. And you made him a president for peace to reign. For peace to reign. And let's just thank God that Mr. President put that, knowledge into work, that Buhari deserves to be president, because all of them have enjoyed the presidency. The only Buhari and the Diago that do not enjoy the good cake as of that time, good cake of Nigeria, the baked cake of Nigeria. Tell me all the successive military and democracy president that never enjoyed the national cake of Nigeria. It was only Buhari. So Buhari now deemed it fit that it was his own turn. So don't blame that guy. Likewise, he said it was his own turn to benefit from the, because they served Nigeria. Him and what they call Tunde Idiagbon. Tunde Idiagbon died impoverished. He died in impoverishing. So to me, I think it was not, they say it was Tinubu that installed Buhari on us. Buhari is determined that he has to be in this. May he so rest in peace, but he did some good things likewise. I cannot condemn him wholeheartedly, because who am I to condemn the creator of human, the God creator? So I can tell you, Buhari, he moved on his own, may he so rest in peace. But all of us who are the saints, let anybody that is saint first of all raise his hand up and let us see. Then we will now go into his atrocity, we will now dig it down. So to me, Buhari, Tinubu, and all the state actors, they should come together. Let Buhari, the Buhari is late, the president should come together to see how they can still move Nigeria more forward, and we can have it.
Femi, is ADC exploiting public frustration and anger for political gain? Is it true that President Bola Tinubu has made Nigerians hungrier and angrier?
That one is established facts. That is, we have been
Established facts.
and established facts. Everybody can feel it. What you buy at the rate of 2,000, 3,000 in the past. I don't know if you are having. Sometimes when you look at how you are spending money this day, you see that Nigerian money has been devalued and that people are hungrier. That one is an established fact. I like the word hungrier because people have been hungry for a very long time since these, even in the 60s. Even when you think there was an avalanche, so there are some people that are still battling with the hunger, and up to this moment it's happening like that. But can we say that we are hungry? Yes, we are hungrier and angrier. And asking me that whether they want to exploit the opportunity, yes, of course, that's what they will use. If this administration is also in opposition, that's what they will say. So many times, go and listen to the campaign of President Bola Tinubu before he become president. It is the weakness of PDP that has been his area where he always dwell upon. So it's not the fault of ADC, and they don't have any other option but to look for the weakness of the present administration to make their own to be attractive. But beyond that, using hunger to campaign in this country may not work. Hunger alone, to using it to campaign may not work against President Bola Tinubu, because some of these people that you are even hungry with, that is stay with you, that you know that they are hungry, they're still ready to vote. And being a good, a good guy or somebody that is knowledgeable of governance, that you are going to be a good governor or a good president, does not automatically determine that people will vote for you. If so, Awolowo will have become our president, and maybe we will not be here complaining. So in this country, it is beyond that. And I think these people, they should walk beyond coming out to come and condemn President Bola Tinubu. They should come out and tell us what they are going to do and the strategy they are going to use for us to have electricity, for us to have a good health facility in this country. I think they should go beyond condemnation of this present administration.
All right, according to some of our viewers on the platform, the president should stop shifting blame to others. And Nathaniel Abula said something here in the comment section. Kule, Tinubu saw all this insecurity before he applied for the job. Stop failed on the first day. Okay, stop failed on the first day of his swearing in. All right, he failed on the first day of his swearing in. I think that's what he's trying to say. So we should stop shifting blame to other governments.
You see, if you don't know where you're going at times, you retract your step where you're coming from, right? That is my own opinion, and my opinion is it's my opinion.
Do we know where we are heading?
We know, right?
As we are now heading
we're not ready. We need a very strong leaders that would direct us. I can tell you,
is Tinubu not is it not that leader we voted for?
It's the leader, but how many months, how many years has it? Oh, you think my brother, the governance is not magic.
But we need leaders.
Yeah, we need him. He's capable
to make decisions.
He's
to move us forward. Has he been able to do that?
He's doing that.
2 years plus.
He's doing that, but 2 years plus, 2 years plus of governance, with a rotting country, with a dilapidated country, with a country of corruptions, right? And you come in there, you think you can just flip. It's just like they pile up. What's it called? Waste.
But you had waste. But you had what one of our viewers said.
Yeah, what's it called?
He saw all these things before applying for the job.
Yes.
And he told you not to pity him.
Yes. Nobody is pitying him. No, they want magic, but it's not a magician. That is it. It's not a magician. If you think you can fix Nigeria within how many weeks or how many years,
but he was saying it confidently.
Yeah, he's doing
during that period.
At least for him,
know the problem.
For him now,
I can fix
and
it.
he's getting it fixed. He's getting it fixed. Number one.
Okay.
Our problem, why, is the marginalization, and it started from that marginalization. The states that need more, states, right? That they need to add more states.
Didn't he involve himself in that?
Involved. That's what I'm saying.
In the last election,
yes.
Talking about marginalization, there was religious marginalization
religious marginalization. There wasn't.
He's a Muslim.
It doesn't
Would you call that marginalization?
He doesn't. His wife is a Christian. He is a Muslim.
The president is a Muslim. The vice president is also a Muslim.
Yeah.
Is that not marginalization?
See, that is not. I can't count that as marginalization.
Religious marginalization.
No. I can decide that I Adekunle Akintunde, I want to have a friend that I trusted in from the north, when we are not multi-religious. What has he put on our table? The Christian, the church we are going to, what has he put on our table? The Muslims that even pray, they even, don't let us go there, because if we go to that religions now, I think we will not spend over 2 hours or 3 hours here, because the religions we have been imbibing on, do we love ourselves? The Christians love themselves? That they when you see these Muslims, they are like their brothers keepers. How many Christians are helping other Christians? How many of them? It's all competition. It's all this. It's all that. So when when president just attach to go to when he went to pick up a Muslim ticket, I see nothing wrong in it. Let them to go and pick their Muslim ticket and try it. You know. So to me, the Muslim ticket, they cannot use it to blackmail the president, because it is now, it deemed it fit that to let them know that his wife is a Christian. So once his wife is a Christian, so that means the denomination the wife belongs to can still, be it can still put that on the table. Like, after all, my wife is a Christian, and is even a redeemed Christian and a redeemed members. And he holds a very top notch.
Can something still be done before 2027? Something tangible?
Yeah, something tangible with the goodness of the country.
Yeah, can presidents still do so?
Yeah, it's not only president, it's the collective, all our collective effort. You will not just sit down and say, president, but the person where just born Pikin, you go say, president, I just born Pikin, I don't get money to train my Pikin. You go say, it's a collective thing. Togetherness will build a great collective effort. Togetherness will build a strong nation. But when we just sit on the table on blame game, that means you are not helping the country, because Nigerian first should come into our brain, that we need the country to exist first, and before any other thing can happen. Thank God there's a constitutional review that is coming up. Thank God that there's there are a lot of review that is coming up now, and let them put those review into. Then you see the problem. The constitution we are using is dilapidated constitution. We are talking of the Abdul Salam constitutions, the military constitution.
All right, Abiti Princess Ashwaju is doing his best, and Nigeria is moving forward.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, we move down to terminology. The same Tinubu sold Buhari to Nigerians. So what? Okay, so dash. Move down to where many of these are Yorubas. You see, are not really Yorubas. They are dash brought by
President Bola Tinubu. Look at this guy. Look at his sentiments and tribal. Look at him. And this is what we are avoiding.
He got me scared now.
Look at him. Such people need to be cautious. Many of these Yoruba, they didn't want to tell me the Igbos. They are not Igbos that are supporting the Tinubu. They are Bianca for Bianca Ojukwu, what's it called? It's staunch ally of Tinubu, right? So what are you now saying? If Ojukwu has been alive, it will be staunch ally of Tinubu, because I know Ojukwu is not tribalized the way these people are carrying it overhead. I used to see Ojukwu in Ilabere, in Ikoyi, and very strong man and very loving.
Well said, Kule. This is from Big T Prince. Well said, Kule. And somebody here says that that's Augustine Ifeanyi. Tinubu said he will start from where Buhari stopped. All right, on to the next one. There is no office of First Lady in the Constitution. This is from that Niger boy. And we'll move down to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If Nnamdi Kanu was arrested in America, he would have been sentenced already, sent to maximum prison.
Then the other thing is that they will not deny him justice. They will not delay it. If he's arrested in United States of America, if they find him guilty, that's what I'm saying. If you find him guilty, okay, let justice prevail. He's not the first person that will go to prison. Please, why all this delay?
All right, thank you so much, Femi. I really appreciate your contribution. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Good morning.
Thanks so much for joining me. All right, we're talking about detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and Ipob has spoken, has sounded warning to Mr. President. It's better this man lives in peace rather than die in DSS custody. What advice would you give to the government of Nigeria at this point in time? Gentlemen.
Yeah, thank you. You know, I've always spoken against this endless incarceration of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The court procedure, in my view, has been has been too slow. If you have evidences to support whatever accusation or allegation you have against him, then things should be done speedily so that justice is served, as it were. But the last we had about that case seems to me that government don't really have substantial evidence against him, and in that case, his own legal team has filed a no case submission, which we expected to have ruling on it by 26th of this month. So all eyes on 26th of this month for the ruling on no case submission, so that we dispense with this case once and for all. The endless incarceration has been a no-no for me, and I have maintained that position. If you remember, Michael, that you cannot keep a man since 2021 and going back and forth on litigations because of one reason or the other. Let this case be dispensed with as fast as possible. We saw. Let me make reference to Finland, when we were at the judicial system in Finland and some other places. Even in Kenya, Kenya faulted the process that brought him back. A high court in Kenya faulted the process that brought him back, and all of that. He has also been awarded a 1 billion compensation here in one of our courts, and all. So all of those judgments also support the fact that it seems you are not really having substantial evidence against this man. So why keeping him endlessly, especially in the DSS custody? If he has been convicted, he will have been taken to prison, and he will know that he is serving. Having him incarcerated in DSS custody all this while is against his fundamental rights. Michael.
All right, Adebayo, is the federal government intentionally detaining Kanu, or using it against the Southeasterners? Are they intentionally using it against the Southeasterners? I mean, the detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Not really. I think
is it a weapon against them?
It's never a weapon against them. First and foremost, Nnamdi Kanu started the agitation on a very genuine and transparent protest. But it's so unfortunate how some unknown state actor hijacked it and used it wrongly. And eventually, this is where eventually landed Nnamdi Kanu. And we should expect things like this to take place. As a leader, as a woman rights activist, when you are agitating for some certain things, the government will go against you. You'll be criticized. So many things will take place, which Nnamdi Kanu have eventually went through now. And I don't want to say the federal government of Nigeria are using it as a weapon against the eastern part of Nigeria. But it's just that they are only trying to undergo some genuine due process concerning his release. For me, I would say if he has not been found guilty, if there is no any tangible evidence against Nnamdi Kanu, as a victim of all the allegations that have been filed against him, he should be released. And I will tell you that wholeheartedly, the Mr. President is a man of wisdom and intelligence. He's so diplomatic, and I will tell you that as soon as we are expecting, Nnamdi Kanu will be released. It's just that they have to undergo some genuine process before Nnamdi Kanu will be released. And I wouldn't want to buy the idea from unknown state actors, from the IPOP, because now they are invisible and they shouldn't come up and cause more crisis. By uttering these statements, it's just like it's a statement of threat to the whole nation. It's a statement of threat to all force personnel. personnel, is a threat to Nigeria, is a threat to the Mr. President, is a threat to the armed forces of Nigeria. So I think whosoever is representing a leader, or I want to say I'm calling on the entire Easterners leaders to quickly rally around and call them to order, and there should be one over any language that can destabilize Nigeria, or that can destabilize Nigeria, or that can cause disunity in Nigeria. For now, all we are praying for is peace to come and reign. And like I said, soon Nnamdi Kanu will be released. Because for me, I would say if there is no any genuine evidence presently, against Nnamdi Kanu, why not him be released? He should be released. We also what happened over the issue of Samuel Epa in Finland. Under a month plus, they started a trial and they put everything into conclusion. And eventually, they call a spade, and it was being completed for 6 years. And I think that eventually, Samuel Epa will also learn from what has taken place, or the crime he has committed or found himself into. So the same thing occurred to Nnamdi Kanu. If there is no any genuine evidence, there is no any reason since 2021 why should we detain up to this moment. If there is any genuine evidence that confirm him as a terrorist, he should be released.
All right, thank you so much, Adebayo. Let's move down to Natasha Akpoti Uduagon. Some saw a suspension as a political witch hunt. Why? So saw it as a punishment well deserved. Michael, she has resumed duties. What do you expect from her? And would you call that a good development?
Of course, it is a good development that he resumed yesterday after a 6 month suspension. So a 6 month illegal suspension, we must put it correctly. The process that brought about our suspension was illegal, and a court of competent jurisdiction also affirmed that position, that that length of time in terms of our suspension was inappropriate, which the Senate generally turned a deaf ears to. But by and large, she resumed yesterday with our supporters at the Senate House, and I think going forward, our Senate should not be turned. In my view, these their rules. There's a book they use in that Senate, both in the Senate and House of Representatives. These rules should not be turned into an occultic book that is making people to be silenced at the moment they get in there. As a vocal as Oshiomhole, he became silent the moment he entered that Senate House, that hallowed chamber. The hallowed chamber should not be turned to something else. People should be allowed to express themselves within the confines of the law. That is the true democracy we all ask for. So people should not be demonized for expressing their displeasure over any issue. Thank God she's back, and I believe that the issue of retorting her should be jettisoned, and let our constituents be properly represented, as she has always done. Kogi Central constituency, where she hails from, should be properly represented.
I know you are happy she's back, but should resilience be celebrated or seen as an act of arrogance?
No, that woman has for me has become a celebrity. You can call it arrogant, you can call it anything, but for me, she has shown so much resilience in spite of this level of attack that she has suffered. They brought out so many. See, this is not the first. If you know that woman, this is not the first time she has always been in such position. Yaya Bello did so much even before her election into the Senate. Yaya Bello went to her constituency and dug a serious hole on about a few hours to an election, just to ensure that people are disenfranchised from voting for her. But that failed. A lot of other things came up. A series of allegations, even when she became a senator. Am I saying she's a saint? Not at all. She might have her issues. We are all human. She can even err at some point. I got all of that. But at the same time, all the attacks that came, that woman stood very strong. Up to yesterday, if you listen to her address, She said she owed nobody apology, and that is my position as well. That she owed no one any apology. That suspension was illegal. It shouldn't have come in the first place. And thank God she's back.
Is she supposed to make that kind of statement?
Yes, that is the statement she's supposed to make. Exactly. To send. See, you don't continue to pamper your oppressors. You must put the word straight to their doorstep and let them know that indeed you cannot continue to oppress the people. See, what makes Akpabio different from Natasha? They are both senators. They were both elected. It is just a privileged position. He was elected by fellow senators like himself to lead us in this house, and that is the only edge he has. And you should not now turn to a demigod that should be worshipped, rather than seeing those guys as your colleagues and respect them as it were. You begin to see yourself as a demigod in that house, and I think lessons must be learned.
All right, contrary to what you are saying this morning, Sof Abiodun says, please, I don't want to comment on Natasha content. She was so rude and a pathological liar. Sof Abiodun. All right, we move down to I am not abreast with Nigerian policies, but I do know Gentleman Mike is full of many opinions, as regards what is going on about the current state of the nation. This is from Abdul Ghani. All right, on to the next one. Benga George, Natasha get mind past Fubara. Natasha get past the beasts of Onyezi. All right.
Both of them returned after 6 months.
All right, you returned after 6 months suspension.
The war continues.
All right, I'm coming to you, Onyezi. Julius says Natasha is not supposed to be a senator. All right, you move down to Emmanuel. After serving a 6-month suspension, why did they need apology again? Where are Tinubu boys? Yeah, they can't speak when Gentleman Mike is talking. They can never get close. So it's intelligence. All right, this is from Benga George. On to the next one. Wait and see. She will withdraw her statement or resign. This is Abiodun Sof. I know what Gentleman Mike will be saying as regard this this morning. Big T Prince, Gentleman Mike has not been honest today. Nobody is treating Akpabio as God. Gentleman Mike, please be honest this morning. This is Big T Prince on this. Udoze Chima says Akpabio will never see that Natasha's dash. Again. The Senate. Joy, that's okay. Thank you. Tinubu cannot go to America is smart as dash. On to the next one. We do the team. Honestly, guys should route for Natasha as the next governor of the state.
Wow. Why not? I mean, he has all that it takes to be a governor of that state. It's my state. Don't forget.
Is it because she's beauty?
She has. Forget about beauty now. We are not talking beauty. Have you listened to her speak? See, okay, what all the people that has been governor in Kogi State, from Audu to Bello to Ododo, that is there now. What makes you think Natasha cannot be a governor? What is the qualification that Natasha doesn't have?
So, Michael, my next daughter will be named Natasha. I love her so much. This is Udeze Chima. Adnan says Natasha is a regular blackmailer. She lied against Renan Mokri too. She thinks every man wants her.
Okay. Lies too.
All right, you point us into this mess. You made Nigerians hungrier and angrier. I am not the one saying this. This is from the Action Democratic Congress. Is it true about President Bola Tinubu's administration?
Well, totally I disagree.
And can that stop him from winning the 2027 poll?
It can't stop him. First and foremost, there are things we need to understand about the situation of Nigeria. Mostly Nigerians in diaspora. There are things that I'm not actually permitted to disclose on a social media like this. When we talk about the hardship and maybe making Nigerians feel hunger, it is not just something that maybe is done deliberately by this APC government or by President Bola Tinubu. We need to understand what is called the conquest northerners agenda. And when we talk about the conquest northerners agenda, first and foremost is to conquer and to invade the entire Nigeria. And in one way or the other, I will tell you categorically why we one person, the so-called celebrated Dangote of Nigeria. Him alone is in charge of cement, is in charge of agriculture, he dominated. He also brings himself to dominated in terms of when it comes to petroleum channel. You know, like I said, I'm not just permitted to disclose some information or some secret things about the present situation. You know, what the genesis of Nigerian saga now. But I think I'll just have to give a little light about this. Am I communicating? When you look at many of us, Amatiala, Boko Haram, and so many more that we are equally facing today in Nigeria, who is funding all these people? Who is funding them? How come did they come into limelight? How come did they gain all this power? You know, it's just to make sure that the Easterners, they will not have freedom of their own. They will not be independent when it comes to agriculture. The West, the South will not be independent. The Northerners agenda, they will be the only one dominating when it comes to agriculture in Nigeria. And that's why you see that in places today, you see that in the East, they are not food productive like it used to be. The West, they are not food productive like it used to be. Just the Northerners agenda alone, you know. But I think there are some things that does not permit me to dish out some secrets about what is going on. So all these blame should not just be fight against the Mr. President that maybe is trying to starve Nigeria or to schedule Nigeria or to make Nigeria feel hunger. So, and I don't think that will stop Mr. President of become emerging a winner come 2027. You know, but I think before then, God will must have helped us to settle the crisis and situation in Nigeria. Like now, the bag of rice is coming down. But individually, I thought I do say something. Individual corruption is killing Nigeria, is inching us in this country. We should try to do what? To consider ourselves and to embrace ourselves as brothers and sisters in this country.
Whether he has made Nigerians hungrier and angrier, my own question to you, gentleman Mike, is that will this translate to any meaningful results in 2027, or our votes be bought off?
That is a challenge. Ordinarily, it should translate into how.
That's the anger.
Yes, exactly. Both the hunger and the anger should translate into the outlook in 2027 general elections. But if you look at what we have seen over the years, that is not likely to happen. And it is because of the faulty electoral system that we still have, that is not transparent enough, that is still accommodates some level of rigging, to put it directly, as it were. And that is why it has not ordinary. It should translate into how people eventually cast their vote in the general election. And I think our leaders must be sensitive to the kind of policies they bring, especially when it is now affecting food, what people will eat. Most major revolutions that we have seen across the world came from hike in prices of food. Michael, the French Revolution of 1789 was as a result of increase in the bread price and all of that. Even the Russian Revolution came as a result of bread as well. So food must be available for the people regardless the kind of policy you are bringing on board. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And our leaders must understand this, Michael.
All right, thank you so much, gentleman Mike.
All
right. I really appreciate you as well. All right, let's have please. Don't worry. All right, let's have you. All right, it's raining. Don't worry, sir. You can go back to that side. Don't worry, sir. All right, we have more umbrellas here. Okay, thank you. Hi, good morning, Mr. Vincent. You're welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Mike. Good morning, our esteemed global audience, and good morning, Nigeria.
Good morning, every of our reviewer. We thank you. I want to appreciate everyone. This is Wednesday, a lovely and a raining day.
All right, talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the reason why he's still in the detention of the DSS, or let's say federal government. Ipob has warned President Bola Tinubu. If anything happens to him, there will be catastrophe in Nigeria. Please let him look after his health. is currently not okay. He needs medical attention. What do you have to say?
Mike, you know, even though we know that terrorism or act of terrorism is a crime all over the world, but Kanu's case is a bit different from what the terrorists that are currently ravaging the nation. You understand? When compared to that, you understand? When you now look at the way it's being held in the gallows of the DSS for so long, even though you have any substantial evidence against the person, by now I think the court should have ruled and let the person be serving whatever he is being found guilty. But the continuous detention, or rather putting him behind bars before the way is like to me it's a no to me, and I believe that it's an illegal detention, and they say justice delayed is justice denied, and no matter what anybody may say, the world is watching how it will pan out. Now, for having stayed so long in the gallows of the SS, he has caught a lot of sickness, for which he ought to have been given a kind of a reprieve for medical attention, which has not been given up to the now. And I hope nothing negative comes out of that. If he should die, it's not going to be that easy for this government to launder our image.
And do you see his detention as a weapon of intimidation against the Southeast?
At times I always try to refrain from saying that it's a weapon against the Southeast, because when we look at the trajectory or rather the history that embodies Nigeria, we know that some section or rather segment of the country, they are being shut out of the calculus or the equation of power. And I want to believe that if that instrumentality of an office is being used to shut out some people out of the equation, I want to say to some extent it's an unfair judgment.
Somebody said to me that it seems that the Tinubu government wants another unrest in the southeast region with the continued detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Isn't it time for the federal government to get him released?
Well, first and foremost, the detention of Nnamdi Kanu is a political undertone, just to see how they can capture the Southeast. If you look at the history of the Southeast are self-made people. They have their lapses, they have their strengths, and they have their weaknesses. But in this case, the president should tread with caution. The health of Nnamdi Kanu, an injury to one is an injury to all. They should have given him every benefit of doubt. Or even if you don't want to leave him, bring the best doctors to come and take care of him medically. I want to say this. Nigeria have three children: the Yoruba, the Hausa, and the Igbos. The Yorubas have ruled, the Hausas have ruled. But why are you marginalizing the Southeast, for God's sake? It's quite embarrassing and disgraceful. And I want to say this with all sincerity. If President Tinubu is fair enough, he's supposed to have ordered them to release Nnamdi Kanu, because it was Buhari that detained him. This thing cannot happen in the north, where they detain their brother and you are in power. Once the president gets there, we just release him, no matter what it is. I want to say this: the federal government of Nigeria, Ahmed Bola Tinubu, should do the needful. The needful in the sense that he should expedite action to see how they can release this man. And again, I want to say this: it's a clear pointer to tell you that the Southeast, they need to talk to themselves. They are not organized. They should come as one body to hold their view.
It is only those, only the masses that are airing their view. The political elites in the southeast, they are enjoying themselves.
But the leaders have been talking.
They have not been talking enough. Which of them?
Ohaneze is true.
Ohaneze is just talking based on political tone. They have not come out as one unified body to say this is where we are going. Release our brother. Give us our brother. Ohaneze will talk differently tomorrow. That's tomorrow when the federal government gives him money, he will change his talk. But when they come as a unified force, the federal government will release Nnamdi Kanu. No matter the judge that is handling the issue, will just say, well, they will release him. There are court terms they will use to release Nnamdi Kanu. But because this man has not done anything wrong.
All right, the comment section, Big T Prince says, Mr. Vincent, I don't pray Kanu dies, but trust me, heaven will not fall. Abiola passed and heaven didn't fall.
You see, Big T, I'm only talking on the human angle now. Because if humanity has to be served, I think, equity should take a center stage. I want to believe that, you see, if Kanu were to be your brother, would you have been in the vanguard of supporting the lopsided and inequality being meted out to him? And that's my take on that. And I want to believe that if you say heaven will not fall, forget that we all have a short stay on this planet Earth. No matter how we live here, we cannot live for 400 years on this earth. And posterity will judge each and every step we make in life. That's my take for the now.
Nothing will happen, especially as he is a terrorist. This is no, this kind of a terrorist.
He's not a terrorist. Who is the real terrorist in the north? They have not been able to handle them. That's why I said it has political undertone. And that is what is killing Nigeria up to today. Our president, if they want to deal with all the terrorists today, they know where they are. Look at Zamfara State governor. Was it not last month or early this month? He said he knows where all those bandits, where they are hiding. But now look at it. They went and started destroying their people. If we say the truth, we will die. If we don't say the truth, we will die. It is better we say the truth so that we will be able to tackle it once and for all. The take is just that there is a political undertone in this issue.
Was it terrorizing the nation of fighting freedom?
You see, agitation all over the world is a welcome development. This was someone that was not even carrying arms. And you will recall a case in recent time when Barcelona wanted to opt out of Spain. And they are still on it. Nobody muzzled them, nobody killed them. Yeah, because I believe that when you don't bear arms in agitating, then I believe that there is something that is supposed to be welcome in a common sense environment. I want to believe that Nnamdi Kanu is not different. I mean, it's quite different from the ones that have been remerging all our lands in the north, all northern hemisphere, even all to the southeast, and even all to the south. But today, what concrete evidence have been brought against Nnamdi Kanu that has not been, that cannot be tackled in our law court? And I want to believe that I said it before: justice delayed is justice denied. And as long as we continue to play petty with human lives, I think it will take us nowhere. And that's my take for the now.
All right, Nnamdi Kanu says Igbos are not Yoruba that are cowards. MNK is not yet dead yet. The southeast is like Libya, not to talk of if he dies. In Nigeria custody, there will be another civil war more than that of 1967. MKO is not MNK. All right, on to the next one. Igbo man doesn't care about presidency, just create an enabling environment for him to do his business. That's why Obi said he wants to see Nigeria work. He's not hungry for power. This is Baba Yaga on this. And we'll move down to Rosie Chima. Mr. Vincent, God bless you for addressing Ordinary Taiwo. That's that. All right, on to the next one. Nnamdi Kanu should never be released, no matter what. Kanu has done more havoc than Taliban. This is Julius for Sunday on this. However, this is Chima still saying until date, the Catalonians are agitating to leave Spain. Nobody has killed or attacked them. All right, away from that, let's quickly move down to what ADC said about this present administration. Tinubu's government has made Nigerians hungrier and angrier. Don't you think this could be a factor, or this could be factors that could stop or impede President Bola Tinubu from winning the 2027 election?
Well, it's a very big factor. A very big factor. When he came on board in 2023 as the president, there are various stages in which you can implement subsidy. We have first stages, we have second stages, we have third stages, we have fourth stages. But it came at once and said, first subsidy is gone, without making no provision on ground. As Muhammadu Buhari, as slow as it was being careful to implement that first subsidy. The subsidy administration. ABC, I'm going to say ABC has actually spoken the mind of Nigerian citizens. Number one, it took away fuel subsidy from petroleum. From 169 or 200, the thing skyrocketed. You understand? It skyrocketed from 169 to 1,000 naira, and they began to reduce it. It's now 800 and something, and they say they are reducing. It's quite embarrassing. And electricity that everybody was enjoying in Nigeria, we no longer enjoy Nigeria. I'm in Bande. I use Bande. I only use it to sleep in the morning. I only use it to sleep in the night. During the day, it is off completely. What has the government? We are not enjoying anything from this government. This government has actually come to kill, to destroy, and to do what? To kill the citizen of Nigeria. The 2 years of Tinubu is what? It's a total colossal failure. And I stand to be corrected. For those that are supporting this government, let them come down. Wherever they are, let them come down and come and see what we are going through in Nigeria. For us, what we are going through in Nigeria. Whoever is giving anybody money is taxpayers' money. I stand to be corrected on this platform. It's taxpayers' money. This government is a government that is killing Nigerian citizens. We are ready this time that this government, APC, this is the end of the road. APC has actually spoken the mind of the masses. That's my own motive.
All right, the party has, or the coalition has criticized President Bola Tinubu. It's not today the party or the coalition has criticized President Bola Tinubu. Can ADC be the real alternative in 2027?
You see,
Are they ready to be real alternative? As Nigerians are tired of the hunger and they are angry?
I will be repeating myself, Mr. Mike. I did mention one thing before now, that ADC as a party cannot be the one to fly our aspiration for good governance in this country. I made an allusion to it. I said yesterday, if you can roll back the tape, you'll see it. I said, come 2027, it's going to be the APC-led administration versus the larger percentage of Nigeria. That was what I made allusion to. And if ADC people are saying, they are saying it from the point of view of their own party, they want to wrestle power as a party, as an opposition party. But they might indirectly also be speaking part of what I want. But that one does not mean that I'm giving them their support. I'm giving them my support. Because you and I could see what is really happening in the land as of the now. Because prices of things are ballooned. Even when we are being made or being told that some prices of things have changed a bit, how sustainable has the prices been? Has it not been going back and forth? without having any bearing with the current living standard of an average citizen. Then when you now look at most of the things that is being said concerning APC-led government, I'm not saying that in totality they don't have some areas where they have some little advantages. But what I'm saying is that if they really meant their word as part of their objective, we saw what happened in Indonesia of recent when the president felt that the objective for which he came to power is not being performed in totality. Then he was being moved by even sacking some 5 ministers in his cabinet. Why can't same be done here? You understand? Why can't same be done here? When you now look at the way things are being done here, when we continue to do governance as party government, we will never get to that Eldorado which we hope and which we aspire to be. Because as of the now, the entire country is tense. Hardly will you see any animation or a lively appearance of any citizen in this country. Everybody walks with a moody disposition, an angry mood. You dare not step on anybody's toes. The way he or she will react or act, you will say, is it not just stepping on your toe? Sorry. So you say, go, sorry. Go, sit down, sorry. It has come like that. And I believe that as APC-led government, the little time frame they have left in this ambition, they can see up their ante and change the narrative.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Vincent. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Thank you very much. So good morning to you.
It's good morning. Good morning.
Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. No, without wasting any of your time, please, let me just use this little opportunity to celebrate Udeze Chima Henry, King Henry himself, and the Amazon of our time, Miss Tina. I want to say a big thank you to all God bless you for supporting this platform.
Don't you think the detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu till date has shown the gravity of the atrocities he has committed against the Nigerian state?
But Mike, if you talk about atrocities, is there means there is no law that guides self-determination. Nigeria, as an entity, evil entity, is signatory to the act that established self-determination in the United Nations Charter. In the AU too, it is there. Nigeria is signatory to it. In ECOWAS, Nigeria is signatory to it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the whole world is celebrating him today. The only people that are attacking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu currently in Nigeria, we know them. We know where they come from. And we know why they are attacking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, attacking Obi. But you saw what happened in New York yesterday. It tells you of what is going to come. And what I keep on saying it, there's no how Nigeria will not go their separate ways. Like, there's no how. Because if you continue to pretend over this unity, even after the British government said, after 100 years, go your separate ways, people are forcing the system on each other and at the same time bringing act of extremism, jihadist tendencies. In the southern, you are laughing. Continue to laugh. Continue to pretend. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has not gone. I don't know how wars has become violent in Nigeria. Wars has become an act of terrorism in Nigeria. I keep on saying it. Anybody that's carrying injustice cannot offer justice. Nigeria has worn the garment of injustice right from the beginning of the foundation of this country against the Igbo nation. Whether you like it, you believe it, but I can tell you in honest truth, Even if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu dies in detention, has he stopped the consciousness of Biafra? What is Nigeria going to benefit if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu dies in detention?
Some of our viewers said devil will not fall.
What have you benefited? What will you benefit?
I thought what you would say is heaven will fall.
Mike, let me tell you, our people said, Owumbo Bujiri, Kona Bongo.
Well, you are kind of different.
I am not different. I am not. Owumbo Bujiri, Kona Bongo. I want to know your brother was sent to Krikri. Jesus Christ died on the cross. Is it immediately that Jesus Christ died on the cross? Does it mean that his mission and vision was not fulfilled? When they sent Awolowo to Krikri, does it mean that the vision of Awolowo for Southwesterner did not come to pass? When George Washington of America was charged for treason, felony, does it mean that the aim of America was not achieved? Mock yourself. You make mockery of yourself.
Obiora said if he dies, we should get ready for civil war.
No, bros, let me tell you, you might not be able to define what will happen. Nobody saw answers. Nobody is praying for the maximum. The prayer of every reasonable person. Why you I will say, Yoruba, okay, look at what's going to happen on October 7. And first, I pray maybe Nnamdi Kanu will be put on a mode for bail on 26th December after the federal government shifted it from 10 to 26. Who has reawakened the consciousness of Nigerians more than Nnamdi Kanu? No gun. Wars are violent in Nigeria. That is what they are trying to tell us.
Why is it denied access to treatment?
No, Mike, I'm not disturbed. The guy was the Fuma now. No, that one is not an issue. They took his test. DSS doctor, Fulani doctor, took his test to South Africa secretly. And after all the paparazzi, no man, they came back. What is the result? Nothing. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has what has been described. He was not allowed to have access to his doctor. He was not allowed to have access to anything. But the guy doesn't care.
He doesn't care, and the Indigenous People of Biafra.
Yeah, you know, bros, because this is and I tell you, when you put okra, you know okra now, okra soup, or okra soup. You know, say when you boil up, you go to foam, you go to foam, you go to foam, you go to small, the small time, you go full pot, small time you go overflow. Yeah, everybody is looking down that the Igbo people cannot be able to do anything. That's the understanding. IPOB is nothing. But you forgot that every member, every Biafran, whether south, southeast, or middle belt, or wherever you are, as long as you are part of the old eastern region bloc, you are a Biafran. Mike, you understand what I'm saying? And let us say IPOB, yes, IPOB can do that. They can say that, you understand? But that does not mean that they don't know what they are talking about. They are not applying caution before danger. That any attempt that is quite unnecessary. This is not the era of Joe Biden, where you have Joe Biden. You people will go from back and begin to connive. You know, you can see the Islamic surge in UK everywhere. Continue to pretend.
Mr. T says what happened in Nepal will soon happen in Nigeria. That's what he says. What happened in Nepal will soon happen in the nearest future. Political assassins are warming up for 2027. The unexpected will happen. Igbo's people still remain the best in the country.
Okay, we don't want to know whether we don't want anybody to praise us. Nobody should praise Igbo. Keep your praise for yourself, because it has gotten to the point that we continue to defend things every day by day. Mike, I'm telling you the honest truth. And we discovered that most of this thing that is happening is deliberate.
All right, President Bola Tinubu will grant him amnesty.
Personally, Mike, I will not give Tinubu one single credit.
Even with
it's more than bullshit. They offered him how many oil? You know what you mean by oil block, oil well? He rejected it. He doesn't need it. He started one example. He said Japan has no one single crude oil. Japan, but not a cup of crude oil, but Japan no get. Then the basis of Nigerian unity and wickedness is based on the resources that's in the Biafra land. That's why we are one Nigeria. Total rubbish. Then upon that, we are bringing gold from the north to the south and be killing people.
Firstly, nothing will happen no matter what happens. That's if anything happens to my
of course, I've given you those who are contesting political position compared to those who are seeking for self-determination. Continue to mock yourself. I say you without any reservation. Continue to mock yourself. But on this thing, before independence, in 1953, the first pogrom, the first massacre happened in the north without any provocation. Now go and check history. Go and find that. No provocation. So what does that mean? I'm not talking about, maybe the political actors in the system have supported the system, maybe trigger some kind of violence and all that. Unprovoked. And the Igbohos were targeted. And I keep on to ask myself, Mike, with revelations that are already coming up, within the international scene now, I can understand very clearly why the Fulanis are being planted and why the British government are silent. The same way they planted Palestinians in Israel, it's the same way they planted Fulani in Nigeria. Then the voices, see, I have deep reservation for Bola Tinubu's approach. Because like you said, Muslim ticket is an act of marginalization. Why could they pretend in a secular society like Nigeria? Like, I agree with you 100%. You don't need to pretend. This is a secular nation. In Nigeria, it's not an Islamic nation, not a jihadist nation, not a Republic of Islam. Why would we be running a system where we have, not only them going to get in our naira the same thing? When Jonathan wanted to do something about it, they shut him down. Then who is empowering them? Who is behind them? So that jinx must be broken. The country that you went to, in Kenya. You went to Kenya. You committed criminality. You kidnapped. The Kenyan government said you people are kidnappers because you did not come from. You wouldn't have agreed. You committed criminality. You smuggled Nnamdi Kanu back to Nigeria. That is why God will give Donald Trump 100% wisdom and long life, because that's the only president I have seen currently now, apart from this guy Clinton.
All right, let's quickly give Biafra evangelist a chance to say one or two concerning what we're discussing this morning. Is there anything the federal government is looking for in the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu?
Yes, my beloved brother, what they are looking for is, before I proceed, I would like to introduce myself. I remember my humble self, Benjamin Johnson Snachi, aka the Biafran evangelist. May God bless you all. See, my beloved brother, Nigeria state, just like my co-analyst said, they signed a treaty with some organizations like EU, African Union. Initially it was called OAU. Now EU, European Union, and the UN. Then I put it to them. Let them go and check the constitution and the constitutional right of which that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stand to fight or to agitate for self-determination. Section 1 and Section 55 of the law that permits or warrants anybody to fight or to stand up for self-determination. Go and check it. It's a UN. UN has it, EU has it, even AU here, they knows it. That's why I put it that very place. So, Igbophobia is what is playing against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Come to think of it, Mr. President Archduke Tinubu, I quote unquote, in 1997, April 13, 1997, April 13, the same man, I'm talking of the current president, made a statement. What was that statement? He stated it clearly. He did not believe in one Nigeria. Him did not believe in one Nigeria. And nothing happens. Today is the president. But why is it that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today, who has, I want them, somebody to mention one thing, or one person, or one fowl, or one cockroach that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has come to his house and killed, or his village or community or environment, that warrant him to be suffering, to be going through what he's going through today. And I heard one of the analysts here saying that Igboho suffered what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not suffer, which the opponent countered it. That's why I don't want to go deeply on that again, because the truth has been said. My brother, when Kanu was saying, based on what they said, that he incited violence, please, what happened before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made the statement of self-defense? Did he just wake up and say and begin to talk of self-defense? No, something happened. I do tell you, if I say Nigeria no go better, people go say why they talk like this. At my age now, it go better, it go better. Where is it? Where are we landing ourselves? What is there any change? It rather is getting worse. Because the truth has been sidelined. And there is no way you will use lie to develop a nation. The truth is the only key for development, for improvement, for success. Then when he was saying it, Nigerian government did not sit down and look into it to see reason of what he's saying. And moreover, let's assume he incited violence. I agreed. Currently now, is he the only person that has incited violence? Do you know what it means to tell the citizens to handle gun publicly, openly, or to tell government to give people the youth gun? Sheikh says so. Are you hearing me? Sheikh said that they should give the youth of the Easterners gun. Do you know what does that mean? What are you trying to influence? And the same person is going free. The same person negotiating with the banditry, with what? Terrorists, with the Nigerian government. Was it not 2 days ago or 3 days ago that the same terrorists that are terrorizing Nigeria currently today, who went to Ondo and they have not stopped killing? Even as of today, they have not stopped killing. In Zamfara, they have not stopped killing. In Borno, they have not stopped killing. In Plateau, they have not stopped killing. In Benue, they have not stopped killing. In Enugu, they have not stopped killing. In that, tell me the state that is free, even in Lagos here. My brother, my beloved brother, is in Jigawa, is in Gombe. See, the same set of people are holding their gun. And they are being paid by the current government in the name of what? Negotiation. And they are not being arrested. understand? And they are working freely. Yet taking lives and taking properties, kidnapping and raping. Are you hearing me? Yet they are still working freely. So now it has become, they are now being used as a business venture, as an element to strike a deal by the government, by the politicians, and somebody in person of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who protested peacefully, who had never hold cutlass. Or do you, when he was protesting, did you see him with cutlass? Do you see him with any kpako? Not to talk more of gun. Then you went to his house to keep it, to vandalize, even to the point of even unaliving him. God help him to escape. Then you violated his fundamental human rights law against him. Yet you are still maltreating him. Now you say if he dies, heaven will not fall. Yes. But there is something I want to say regard to that statement. May you feel that you have a child, now you born him. Yes, it could be that you are the one that impregnated the woman. But when that child is outside, it is no longer your own. There is a way you will treat that child. Somebody by the corner will put him out. He will challenge you.
All right, to the comment section. Also, Obinwa is saying something. That ego is playing children's play, not agitation. Okay, let me move on to GOA. Igboho turned to cats and ran to Benin Republic. Same way Abacha chased Tinubu to Benin Republic with women's clothes, Gele and Buba. Hausa Fulani, they show Yoruba Shege. All right, we move down to Abiodun Soft. Let's stop tarnishing the image of Nigeria. It's getting worse and worse. On to the next one. When God says Nigeria no good. Dash. You arrest MNK, that's Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for years and give amnesty to the people that caused MNK's agitation.
God bless you.
Nobody can explain Nigeria. What do you have to say?
Well, what I want to say on it, let me say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. May God bless you. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu invitation. Yes, for me, I don't see any offense that Nnamdi Kanu committed. It is federal government. Now, let us say, I would like to say, Nnamdi Kanu did not commit any offense in Nigeria. And I don't think there's nothing like Nigeria. Let us say, in this time around, we have two nations in one nation. So a man comes say, federal government did not have any right to arrest Nnamdi Kanu. Let them come and explain. And up to today, they never arrest the man. They never give you any concrete evidence on top. Now let us say, it is a hatred that the Nigerian government, both the West, both the North, hate the Igbos. If not the hatred, Nnamdi Kanu could have already been released by now. Let us say ourselves the truth, is the hatred. And find the president to just be like the president of the Pharaoh of Egypt. Let me just call him the Pharaoh of Egypt in Nigeria. He doesn't listen to anyone. This is wicked the second. He dictates whatever he wants, the way he like it. But thank God, the nation have already been divided, which I know. The nation have already been divided. Nnamdi Kanu will be released. By God grace, Nnamdi Kanu, nothing will happen to him. By God grace, nothing will happen to Nnamdi Kanu. If there's how can a country called Nigeria, someone is insane and have medical treatment with this, allow you to not take the medical treatment? What country is this? You put someone insane in detention, take him to a clinic, let them treat him. He said no. Am I going to call it a nation? That's Nigeria is not a nation. The government, those in government are not doing what they're supposed to do.
I thought you were a fan of Wazirike. I'm not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Yeah, if I be a fan of Wazirike, what we are agitating is one.
Okay.
We are agitating one post. So a leader must be a leader. Where a king, a friend, you use the other hand, throw him back. But you will not throw him away.
What do you think can settle this case? He said, what do you think can settle this case? Can settle him out of court?
The only
Out of detention.
out of detention, the thing that will settle this thing is this. You know, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is very, very optimistic. What he wants is somebody that he wants that straight to the matter. I want to free myself and I want to free my people from this. I want to do what? Let my people go. That is what he is agitating for. Because he has seen it that Nigeria is not working the way it should as one they called. Because you cannot, because in Nigeria there is nothing like unity. No equity, because if there is unity there should have been equity. But hence there is no equity, definitely there is no unity. You see why he himself decided at the first time when he came, he did not come to divide Nigeria. Take note of this. He came with the information for them to know in case if they have forgotten.
In the first place, it was all about good governance.
It's all about good governance.
Agitation for good governance.
For good governance. As we are having development in the in Lagos, other place, let's have the same development. Likewise in the east, in the southeast, let everything be balanced, equal. You understand? Because this denying of all this equity is becoming too obvious, and that was what even pushed to Wazirike in the very first place. You understand?
All right, please hold it there.
Okay.
Because of our time.
Oh, Oluwa.
Currently, the gadget is
coming.
Is wet as we speak, very, very wet, and we need to just end the program.
Good morning to everybody. You see, we have just been saying since morning, we are Nigeria. We want a peaceful atmosphere, a peaceful, conducive environment. You see, releasing of Nnamdi Kanu will go a long way of making a peace environment to Nigeria. You see, when you say Yoruba outside Igbo, Yoruba, some people don't do it because yes, you have to speak on behalf of your people. At the end of the day, it was incarcerated. At the end of the day, it was relief. Go home. What about Nnamdi Kanu? See, you have to let that people see a bit of relief. And I believe Tinubu is supposed to do a fatherly love. Let that young man discharged and acquitted. A court in the land is supposed to be a court of the masses. A court yesterday say, Nnamdi Kanu discharged and acquitted. Everybody was happy, including me. There was jubilation everywhere. At the end of the day, Malamina went to somewhere else, but let there be freedom. Let him go and let peace reign. Because releasing Kanu will bring a long peace to Nigeria.
Thank you so much. Many thanks to all our viewers across the globe. We appreciate all of you, and to the respondents on the platform, we say thank you. We shall be back here tomorrow with more interesting stories in the nation. Thank you all, and to those who joined us in the comment section, those who dropped their messages concerning what we are discussing this morning, we appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. Please, if you are watching us for the first time, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and please always like, comment and share. Yes, it's very, very important and necessary. We love it, and I would like you to share. Share me, like me, and comment on me. I understand that people are watching from different gadgets or through different gadgets or systems. Please like, share, and piano no matter now share button. We're back here tomorrow. One love. Goodbye.
One love, Mike says so. One love, Mike says so.
Mike says so. One love. Like, comment, Biko.